Hello and welcome everyone to a Comic Movie Marks breakdown of HBO Max. We purchased it and we're going to break down some of the perks and some of the negatives of HBO Max. For all you people in UK or Latin America,
dang, I got him.
You were cold as ice.
USA. No, anyway.
Oh man, yeah, we wanted to do something a little bit different. HBO Max, it's finally come out. It's hilarious because we were borderline. I think both Matt and I on even getting this to begin with, but lo and behold, it worked. We are men of our words, and as soon as they released the Snyder cut, bam, signing up.
Oh, for you that don't know, for you individuals that don't know, apparently it's $11.99. So if as a pre-order, I swear, for all the people,
he's being a sarcastic asshole. If you can get that,
our last so HBO Max video,
$11.99.
We posted the video before the fucking offer. All right, and everybody's like, "Well, you can actually get it for $11.99 now," because we were kind of complaining that it was $15,
right?
And stuff. Oh, well, you can get it for $11.99. $3
I don't even remember complaining about it. I remember just stating, "Oh, it's a little bit more expensive than some of the other things."
Well, then I played the Joe Exotic. I'm broke as shit. So that was kind of the only thing. But like then the article kind of went on to like saying that's a higher rate compared to the other services and stuff like that. But yet, I'm not kidding. We had so many comments in that video stating that it was $11.99, and I was just like, I was about to ban the numbers $11.99.
Right. That it would automatically remove the comment. Yeah.
Oh man, it was so that, and there was one other thing that we kept getting constantly reminded of in that episode. So it was just kind of funny. I can't remember the hell the other one is because I'm trying to block it all out. But here we are.
For us. Yes, and HBO Max finally released 5/27. We joined the parade and donated for suicide prevention awareness. We posted our screenshots of us signing up, and here it is. It's live. I don't know if it has 18,000 different movies and things like that, as previously stated, but it has a lot. I will say that it has a good amount of content on there.
I don't know about that. I don't know. I was looking through and like a lot of things seem skimpy. As you can already see, continue watching. I broke in Batman, The Dark Knight Returns Part 2. Thank you, Jay Oliva. And then you can see my girlfriend took over from there with the Not Too Late Show with Elmo. And then she started watching Crazy Rich Asians, which I didn't even know she wanted to see. I checked out Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood because one thing that I thought was kind of interesting that for any anime fans is apparently HBO Max has the Crunchyroll connection. So they have Crunchyroll. The only thing is, this is why I say it's kind of skimpy, there's not a lot. We got Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, which is obviously great. Some Rurouni Kenshin, which is great. And that's it. I just went through it all. We got three things here. So a little lackluster on that, but hopefully this, and Berserk, that's another one. I'm sure these other ones are great. I just don't know them that well. But again, hopefully this builds up because I love the fact that they got Crunchyroll. If this actually becomes like a center for Crunchyroll, that would be awesome. So if you're an anime fan, that is potential right there.
Yeah, I think overall, I haven't had a chance to really watch anything on it, but I did skim through a lot and just did a lot of searching, just trying to figure out what does it have. It has Big Bang Theory. I'm a big fan of sitcoms and different things. So it has Big Bang Theory, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. My wife loves the Friends series. That's on there as well. So they've dumped in a ton of money into getting the rights to those. And then as Matt is showing, my wife absolutely loves Harry Potter, all the movies. She will watch them when they're on ABC Family or whatever it is now, Freeform, I believe, anytime they show up during Christmas time. And something that Matt and I talked about this a little bit off air, in our previous HBO Max video, Harry Potter was not listed as something that was going to be available. And we know that that is a Warner Brothers property. So we figured, it has to do with rights and there's distribution rights and things like that. But lo and behold, on launch day, bam, there they are. There's all 8 of them, I believe. And holy crap.
I don't know, there's 2 sevens.
Oh, 7 part 1 and 7 part 2. Yeah. But fuck off. There's all it. But yeah, it's to me, and this is something that I did a little bit of research on today after I saw that they had all the Harry Potter. What it seems like is maybe last minute, AT&T decided, you know what, we're going to drop some money because Harry Potter was not in any of the advertising. It wasn't listed anywhere. And Harry Potter is a big series. It's a big property for Warner Brothers. You would think it would have been on there, and it wasn't on any sort of advertising or anything. And bam, big surprise for if you're a Harry Potter fan, for sure.
That was the other thing that we were constantly reminded of. That apparently there was a rights issue with Harry Potter, and that's why it won't be on there.
Yeah.
That was the other thing that annoyed. Yeah, that was the other thing. So as you can see here, we got the DC, we got the Sesame Workshop. I think that has something to do with Chinese food. The TMC Classics here. I don't know what
Turner Classic Movies.
I don't know what Studio Ghibli is. I have no idea. This was another thing, the Cartoon Network one. Again, I was kind of excited. Oh, Cartoon Network collection. I saw a lot of people talking about the Cartoon Network
Johnny
collection.
Bravo, right? That's what I'm thinking.
Womp womp
Yeah.
womp. Like there's this again. This is launch day, so a lot of things are probably going to change within probably even a week. A lot of things are going to change, but as of now, yeah, they're lacking a lot in content, especially the capabilities that Cartoon Network has had for so long. Yeah, right now, nada. But I'm sure that's going to pick up later on. Adult Swim collection. Again, you know, some good things here. Rick and Morty, Metalocalypse,
Robot Chicken.
But yeah, Samurai Jack, Space Ghost. That's about it right there. So one thing I was disappointed with Rick and Morty is they don't have the new season yet. So I was really hoping.
Interesting. Some of the biggest surprise I think for this is the rights and the amount of stuff that you would think. Okay.
Oh, I guess it's more anime. It's a anime.
That's cool.
Thing.
Nice.
Oh, this is like the serious shit. This is like the hardcore artsy stuff. I don't watch this shit. I need explosions.
Right, yeah, exactly. You need to dumb it down a little bit for trailer trash.
Yeah.
But I feel like the rights is going to play a big part of this streaming service. And some of it is a little baffling. So Matt and I had talked about and also criticized the DC Universe app in our previous HBO Max episode. And
you're not, you know what? Your opinions are shit.
It's all shit. It's garbage or whatever. Okay, thanks. But
speaking of rights, look at that one. Isn't that a funny one?
Interesting. I did not know that one was on here.
Yes, I saw it earlier. I asked a question to certain people. Basically, HBO has the producing, like the distribution rights to it right now.
See?
So, like, if you go on the HBO,
Exhibit A, Your Honor.
Boom, they have that. So right now, Disney is screwed because they don't have Dark Phoenix.
It's not like they're capitalizing on their Fox library anyways. But yeah, so one of the things, I don't know if you want to search this up, Matt, but if you type in Superman is, they don't have Man of Steel. They don't have any of the Dark Knight series. I'm surprised I actually didn't come across the Dark Phoenix. I searched Dark Knight earlier, and yeah, it is very weird because there are certain things that are on the DC Universe app, like the Superman movies. I can't believe that's even on here.
Yeah, no extra here, nothing there. So
yeah,
no, that's wrong. That's just not right. That's right. That's right.
Ain't that cute? But it's wrong.
Exactly.
But it's some of the rights. I don't understand what they're doing with this. And part of my point with the DC Universe app is Matt and I had talked about consolidation will probably be important. And this is a prime example. Why do you have a DC library section right there for you? And they have certain things like Doom Patrol that are on this app as well as the DC Universe app. But then at the same time as well, they don't have all the Superman movies, which are on the DC Universe app. And then they have all the Batman ones. And yep, as Matt's pointing out, only the theatrical version of Batman vs. Superman. So it's, as Matt mentioned earlier, it is a little lackluster. There we go. That's what I signed up for.
Don't worry. We got the extended version of Green Lantern. They made they added that. Not the Ultimate Edition of Batman vs. Superman.
You're welcome.
We got the extended version of Green Lantern.
Nice.
Oh my God. No wonder this thing was a mess. Look at that. Screenplay, screen story by.
Okay.
Can't imagine why this movie felt
Right,
like a
yeah.
clusterfuck. A lot of Michaels on this.
The example
Green,
of Too Many
Michael
Cooks,
Green.
maybe.
Oh, Michael Green again. Oh, okay, never mind. Anyway, Mark. A lot of M's on here. Mark, Michael. Greg. Greg. Okay. Yeah, so it's some odd stuff. But again, launch, and maybe we should just expect some of these. I do think this thing, I'm going to say presentation-wise, it looks good. Flow-wise, I actually think it's a little choppy sometimes, especially like on my smart TV. It feels a little jarring sometimes, and it's got this really annoying dunk sound when you reach the end of the thing. Like if you're scrolling across and you reach the end.
Right, it's the end of the page.
Yeah, it goes like dunk, dunk, dunk. Like I have a huge subwoofer on my surround sound, and it's setting off the subwoofer, and it's the subwoofer goes boom, and I'm like, God damn. So they need to tone that thing down
Right.
a little bit.
Yeah, most of the searching and everything that I did was on my phone just a little bit earlier, just trying to figure out what type of content and things that they have. And some of it I'm excited for. And yeah, it's a beautiful presentation. And, some people had, I guess there's a complaint. It's currently not available on Roku. And okay. Nice.
Looking forward to this one.
But it's not on Roku devices, and it's also not on the Amazon Fire, any of those devices. And the only thing I can say is I believe it'll eventually get there. I have to give it a little bit of time. This is launched. They're probably just trying to figure out where it's going to be most popular. I would think Amazon properties would have been a part of that, but I guess not. Here we go. We're waiting for a different version of that as well.
Well, they don't even have the extended version on here. So again, we don't have the extra 15-minute one or whatever.
Again, it has to come down to rights or something. It's just, some of it's baffling. That's only a 2-hour long movie. Okay.
Yeah. And they added 15 more minutes. I wonder what David Ayer's version is.
All right. Hopefully 3 hours.
Oh, that'd be sweet. Good Boys. Oh, I should watch that actually. I'm gonna add that.
Castaway, bam, add it.
Wilson. There we go. Of course, Sopranos, Game of Thrones. These are some of the. There was actually some charts showing out there. Basically, Game of Thrones and DC content are the biggest things that HBO Max has. It's showing that's basically by some polls and some other numbers.
Okay,
that is their biggest draw to this thing. So yeah, Game of Thrones more than DC content. So that's what shows how big Game of Thrones is.
That's insane.
I've watched one season, and then Chernobyl. If you haven't seen Chernobyl, I definitely suggest watching Chernobyl. That's fucking amazing.
They have Shaquille O'Neal's Steel. If you haven't seen that, don't bother.
Yeah. Save the click.
Now, one thing that I also thought was very weird when you search Supergirl, the movie shows up. Which is, I guess, is pretty cool. I used to dig that when I was a lot younger, if you know what I mean. But yeah, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, fantastic.
6 seasons. Got all those. That's good.
Yeah,
for the most part. Okay. Yeah. So again, launch day, guys. This is what HBO Max looks like for anybody that's unfortunately doesn't have it yet, or could be looking into it later on, and stuff like that. And of course, goddamn cat's locked in here.
And choppity chop right there.
Probably not gonna leave that in. Choppy peep.
Exactly. Insert that, but we can't.
Yeah, see, they even have
Sesame Street. Love it.
Oh, okay. So that the Harry Potter thing, whatever, the universe, it seems to be here. I don't know if they have the other ones. See, that's one thing I wish they did have. Like, if this is a, obviously this is a trilogy, or like the Harry Potter movies, they should have the next movie in line somewhere here.
Yeah.
So you can click the next one over and stuff. So again, maybe this, working the kinks out, doing what they can for the most part, I hope.
Something that I do like is I feel like this feels a little bit different. Yeah, it has the Flintstones. I noticed that as well. Dexter's Laboratory. I signed my son up for his account, and then I spent more time on his account than I did on my own. I'm like, oh, it's got this. Oh, it's got that. But I feel like it's a smooth kind of setup and it's different. I feel like it feels different. Most of the streaming services that I have right now all kind of feel very similar in terms of whether it's Hulu or Netflix, WWE Network. They have very similar setups, even Disney Plus. And this one, I feel like it's different. Yeah, there you go. So it doesn't have the follow-up ones, but it's got all the Lord of the Rings. That's pretty cool. I feel like this is
the extended ones too. I think that's the extended one, 3 hours and 21 minutes. I'm pretty sure, because then I think isn't the last one 4 hours? No, 3 hours. Okay, Two Towers. I can't remember. One of these is like 4 hours or 4.5 hours long, but they don't have the alternate versions of these. I'm not sure if which ones I know the last two have alternate versions, and they're like super director's cuts. And I know it's like 8 hours of freaking movies or something like that.
That'd be nice if they eventually get to that. One thing I was curious of that frustrates me with Disney Plus, and you can probably answer this if you've watched some of the things, is if it has Dolby surround sound.
It has 5.1.
Okay, so that's something. I think that might be similar to Disney Plus, but it's very limited. Like versus when you're on like Amazon or you're watching Vudu, for example, has the full Dolby surround effects, and it's fantastic. And then Disney Plus, some of the stuff you're watching, I'm like, I'm missing some speakers here in my setup.
Yeah,
and so
I have 7.1. So
same here. Yeah.
So
they eventually it cuts out. If you're watching something from Disney Plus on a lot of movies,
see right here, it'll tell you right here, 5.1 HD.
Okay.
From what I understand, they don't do 4K either. So they're not set up for 4K either. So again, it's going to come down to working the kinks out for the most part. Another great movie, if you have not seen this.
Yes.
61, one of my favorite ones.
Ultimately, I do think, as of right now, in terms of content and what I could see myself using this for, I think it's worth the $11.99. It's, it's a little bit more steep. We'll see in a year from now how much I use it. But I will say I'm most likely going to get rid of DC Universe. Maybe I'll keep it for the comics. I'm not sure. But as of right now, I think I could see my wife using it for a lot of reasons. I will use it for a lot of reasons. And then same thing with my kids as well. So overall, $11.99, not as big of a burden as I initially thought.
It's got the Spawn series here. That was the other one. Let me go back down. So let me get back to the main page here, because there was just an HBO tab to kind of show off what just HBO has. So HBO probably, obviously, this is HBO Max. So anything that's probably ever been on HBO is going to be here. So that's any original programming they have, anything like that, they're going to have on here. So that's actually kind of cool for the most part.
Documentaries, comedy specials. That's pretty sweet.
So this is definitely their bread and butter right here, because this is the things they own the rights to. So yeah, it's an interesting little thing. I'm sure it's going to go through many iterations at this point. We'll definitely have to see how it goes for the most part.
Yeah, the evolution of it.
Yeah, it's gonna need some pick-me-ups. I'm not sure if they actually met their quota of 18,000 movies and programs or whatever the hell all that was. Oh, Aliens. Man, they got Aliens somehow too.
That's cool. Huh. It has Air Buddies, but it doesn't have Air Bud. Get out of here.
Well, how do we know it doesn't have Air Bud? Oh.
I'm assuming it's in alphabetical order is what it looks like. So I think it would have been right around there. You bastards.
I gotta find out. Air Bud. Oh my God, they only have Air Buddies. That is just a crying shame. I've never even seen. I've seen half of the original Air Bud.
No, I remember two of them, and then there was MVP, Most Valuable Primate, that was a monkey who plays hockey. Got to dig that for sure.
Oh my God, I forgot about that. Yeah, I remember that. Oh, there we go, Armageddon. Don't wanna close my eyes. There we go. Copyright. That's how good that was.
And taken down.
Man, big hell yeah. Get that one on there. Oh, sorry. All right. So that's doing a little shopping right now. So that's our breakdown of HBO Max. This is kind of what it looks like, guys, right now. Obviously, it's got a lot of work ahead of it, and hopefully it will be up to par, especially by 2021.
Yes, that's ultimately what we're waiting for. But
Yeah.
let us know what you guys think. Do you think it's worth the $11.99? Do you plan on getting it? For those of you who are not in the States, are you hoping for it, or are you just gonna let it pass you by and nope, I'm not gonna sign up for another streaming service? Because yet again, we have another one. You know, I have all these streaming services battling for our business, and here they are. So is it worth it to you?
Anyway, I don't see you.
Good afternoon, good evening, and good night.